I'm gonna press from the edge all the way to the edge. Flip it over and do the exact same thing. I'm gonna keep doing this until I have a nice round base, and you're gonna watch the way I stretch this out, okay? At this point, I've got it uniform. I'm gonna give this a stretch to get it the rest of the way out. And we're gonna make a pizza called Sole nel Piatto, the sun in the plate, okay? Let me show you where we're gonna finish this. Again, 2 fingers of flour. And this is a beautiful pizza. We're gonna take the base just like this. We're gonna take our pizza cutter. You got an extra cutter over there?
I do.
Thank you. Oh, let me clean it off over here. And I'm gonna make a couple cuts in the edge, just like this. You say, man, why is he cutting that dough? You're gonna see. I'm gonna make these cuts just like this. And then what I've got over here, again, this is another beautiful product from Muti. These tomatoes are called ciliegini, little cherry tomatoes, okay? I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna take a glove so we can go fast. Watch where I'm going with this. I'm gonna take one of these ciliegini just like this. I'm gonna put one inside each one here. Just like this. This is great. You're gonna see something amazing. If you've never seen this before, or if you've never eaten this before, take a picture, because if you could pull this off at your restaurant, this is gonna be one of those pizzas that everybody loves to take pictures and put all over Instagram, okay? Now, I'm gonna take just a little bit of mozzarella. This is shredded mozzarella from Grande, okay? Take just a little bit like this. Go inside here, just on top. And then the last thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a little bit of oregano. So think about what we're doing. This is kind of like focaccia with cheese, right? Put a little oregano just on top of the tomato, season it up a little bit. The reason why I used that whole milk shredded mozzarella in here is because Grande has a higher fat content than the rest of the cheeses. It's more buttery, more creamy. So we want some of that extra grease in there. Not grease, but it's that butter fat that's gonna melt and meld with this. I'm gonna take the front over here and I'm gonna make these points. And I'm gonna lock that little cherry tomato inside over here. See what I'm doing? Guys, I can't take credit for it. This is something they've done for hundreds of years. I'm just gonna be the first guy maybe to show it to you. Now, we're gonna go all the way around. And as I make this, we're gonna make something that looks like a sun, right? Il sole. I'm gonna keep crimping this all the way around. And the idea being here is that this could be a pizza that's a special on your menu, all right? Something that you're gonna do probably not on the busiest night of the week, because it does take a couple extra minutes to create this. But what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna stretch it out, and then the middle of this, we're gonna top it like a regular pizza. I'm gonna take a little bit of this pulpa, you give it a quick stir in the middle, okay? Let's take a little bit, we'll do another margarita in a minute. Take a little basil. Take a couple more of these fior di latte. And now, the last pizza we baked in the hottest spot. But if I was to bake this in the hottest spot, it doesn't really give us a chance to bake all those edges where it's stuffed, right? So I want to bake it in a little bit cooler area. So instead of going to the back of the oven, this one we're going to bake on the intersection, right? Where it's about 650 degrees. There's just a little olive oil. And now, I'm going to show you how we finish this. Ryan, give me a hand over here. Put it right here. 2 fingers of flour, remember? And this one I'm coming forward, just like this. And then, you ready? Oh. Oh. There we go. Worked. Okay, let's go. Now I'm gonna go right into the center, okay? The idea here is that now we're gonna extend the bake time on this a little bit. I'm at 650 degrees at my center point, giving me more time that all those little points are gonna puff up really nice. That tomato that's inside is gonna get hot enough that it'll create steam, and it's gonna pop. And it's gonna melt with the cheese that's inside with a little bit of oregano. And when you see this come out of the oven, it's actually pretty awesome. This one, again, you're gonna notice that after about a minute, it's gonna start to puff up and proof and do all that thing, okay? And again, this is a classic Italian style pizza. It's maybe one of those novelty type pizzas that we love to see when people come into the restaurant or you have a special guest. And then this is the sole nel piatto. One of my cherry tomatoes popped out, but they stay pretty good inside. It's usually when the steam pops and that little bit of tomato juice comes out. But you can finish this in the middle with anything. I did mine as a margarita. You can do it with anything.